Alright, and we're on.
Alright. We've had JJ for a week now. I'm sorry, Millie for a week. I get those two mixed up.
Right?
What have you learned about getting a puppy that you didn't know?
It takes a lot more patience than a cat. At least, you know, in my experience.
I mean, you didn't have a lot of patience for the cat.
Right, but I learned how good JJ is in that week. You know?
Did you be thankful?
So it taught me I need to be more patient. It also taught me that I can't just assume that she's not going to, you know, destroy things. Nice. This is where I'm gonna get my first one.
How you cheat to get them?
I'm already messed. I just messed it up again.
Okay.
It's a little bit harsh.
I learned that even when you tell your husband that your puppy needs to be watched, he has to learn from her making a mess to then know that she has to.
That didn't have to happen. I just overestimated her ability to sit there and do nothing. Head right. Oh. Voice.
I think she also slightly tricked us because she was so calm when we first got her.
Yeah, she kind of
And not because she was adjusting, and now we're seeing the more hyper version of her, which she's not. I mean, I wouldn't even say she's super hyper as much as she's just, her mind is so hyper. Like, she can be like relatively, like, appearance wise it doesn't look that much, but then when you try to get her to like look at you and come to you, she's got like way too distracted.
Yeah.
She's literally got ADHD. If only they gave Ritalin to dogs.
Yeah. Nice. I didn't know that. Awesome. So I got a bigger Deku seed bag. I can now hold up to 40.
Oh wow, that's so many.
It's a lot.
It's not like you get them like every corner.
It's pretty good. Follow along with our song on Ocarina. We'll lead you into it. Okay.
Wait, Ocarina bag? Is that what you said?
I didn't say Ocarina bag.
Oh.
Deku seed bag. This
Yeah.
is going to be challenging because the controls on this are a little bit. I need your help with this, mate.
Me?
Yeah.
No. I'm not paying attention.
I need you to like. Hey. Well, maybe not. That wasn't too bad. Thought it was gonna be a lot worse. Oh,
Not too bad.
You gotta keep playing. What's a kinder thing you learned about? Hey, that's the.
About a dog?
Yeah.
I learned that if a dog prevents you from playing video games, you shouldn't get a dog.
I said a kinder thing.
Oh, my mistake. Trying to make a negative into a positive, but I can't think of a way to do it. I learned that puppies are very cute. But yes, they will kill you. I'm so good.
I would agree. You've done the most with her too. Oh, I messed up.
That's right in life. The only good decision you ever made was finding me in an arena.
Good decision.
Oh, listen. Oh, listen. Other good
Oh, I'm
decision
not
that
gonna
you've
be able
made in
to. I'm
life.
not gonna be.
For someone who's musically talented, sure, it's struggling.
Well, this more challenging. It's a stick controller. It's not normally like that. Oh, they just keep going.
I actually watched another video.
Um, I would say going to work at Genco.
Is that a good decision?
Yeah, that's opened up a lot of doors for me. Also man, I totally was not paying it.
That's why I'm here.
You gotta help me.
I'm gonna do the opposite of help.
Need some help though.
Down, right, down. Wow, that was easy. Down, right, down, up. I didn't pay attention. Got it? Are you just saying you need me because you want me to participate in your...
No, I actually need you.
Why didn't you need me for any other musical part?
I need you. I need you to tell me what the last two notes are on this
I wasn't paying attention.
right now.
Down A. Down A. You don't need me?
I did need you.
You didn't. You're a liar.
I'm not. Oh, that was dissonant.
You just need me not to distract you. So, question. What's your favorite sleeping position?
Probably on my side or on my stomach.
How do you sleep on your stomach?
Hey, we got it. Nice.
I didn't help you.
You did.
Not willingly. I was tricked.
What do you mean? How do you sleep on your stomach?
Yeah, like how? It hurts. It's uncomfortable.
It doesn't.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah, some people can sleep on their back.
But how do you like sleep on your stomach? Are you sure your favorite sleeping position isn't having your leg propped up like you're sitting in a chair? For context, got married. Dad asked me, do I sleep weird? Like, do I do anything weird in my sleep other than snoring? And I said, yes. You know how men, when they sit in a chair, they prop their ankle on their opposite leg's knee? I told him, you do that in your sleep. And he was like, no, I don't. Like, a few nights later, wakes up and he goes, I do it.
I didn't believe you. Because it seems so strange.
It is strange.
Yeah.
I never knew someone could do that in their sleep.
I don't know why I do that. Like, maybe there's a psychological reason. Whew. That's not. But, give me.
I hope you die.
We got him.
Passport.
Magic.
Have you ever hurt yourself in a really dumb way?
One time I was punching my brother.
Okay.
Like, I think I forget what happened. Either he said something to me that I like didn't like, and I went to go punch him, and my arm ricocheted off of his back fat, and it hit, like, I hit an awkward angle on the door, with my wrist kind of bent, and I nearly like sprained my wrist. And it was pretty embarrassing because like I was trying to get
You're trying to
my
act
brother
like the
back.
big old brother, like,
Yeah.
look at me, be scared.
Yeah, and I nearly like hurt myself pretty badly. So
Very interesting.
most of the time, whenever we were kids, though, my brother was the one that was like more violent, and I would kind of push his buttons with words, like try to concoct some kind of phrase that would get him just right.
Yeah,
It's
because
pretty
you're a
messed
terrible. I feel like. Okay, I don't know if this was dumb way to hurt myself, but I don't remember what I was doing, but I had like this pole and I had it like sticking. It's like moving it around, and I had it like sticking out of my from my stomach, like swinging it. I don't know why, and I hit the wall with it, and so it stabbed me in the gut.
Ow.
And it hurt so bad, I thought I was dying. Like, okay, I was a little dramatic. Not like I am now. I'm not dramatic.
Oh, okay.
But I was dramatic then because it was just something I never experienced before. So in my head, I'm like,
Oh my.
and I thought I was dying. And then the pain went away, and I was like, okay, maybe I'm not dying. But I feel like I hurt myself in a lot of dumb ways. Can you move the cows? And those things need to be milked. Can you milk them? They look like they need a little bit of help.
No, I don't think you can milk them.
They got a lot of milky juice. Clogging up them udders. Look at the udders.
I'm aware.
Well, that's how they're gonna stupidly hurt themselves. If you could only use one word for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Okay.
Like all of them.
Hey.
When you become an actual adult, kind of sad you're still. You didn't hear my question. If you could only use
Hold on.
one word the rest of your life, what would that word be? Did we see up his skirt?
What would... That's a great question. If I could only use one word.
Mine would be Charles. I can say that in all different tones. It mean different things.
Mine would be gravy.
Why?
Because if someone's like, do you need anything with those potatoes? I could say gravy.
But only
And no, and if someone was like, so how's life? And I'm like, gravy. There's two situations.
That's the stupidest word to choose.
That's a little harsh.
That's a little harsh. Your word is gravy. So truthfully, that's a little gravy.
Like, how was driving that car? Gravy. Smooth like
it only
gravy.
really works if someone asks you a question.
Gravy. Gravy. Anyway, I think that's a pretty good answer. Oh, it's the fairy boy again.
See? It says fairy boy because he's a fairy.
She's the one that calls you fairy boy, like, throughout the game.
That wasn't...
I'm she's my friend, fairy boy.
Millie is out. I can pick up her
Her name
leg
is
and it just
Apana.
falls.
Isn't she cute? Off.
You ever eaten anything really...
Like, righty, you fairy boy. Well. There was this one time in elementary school, they were serving watermelon, and I don't know why, like, sometimes as a kid, I would become, like,
The
possessed.
chickens are annoying.
I would become possessed by, like, an idea that would pop in my head.
You were...
No. Like, I would just have this idea that popped in my head, and I would just follow it, not fully thinking it through. like not connecting the dots. So an example of this is they were serving watermelon in the cafeteria,
Okay.
and I said, "Can I get it with like, forget the sauce they put on it. It may have been ranch or whatever." And they were like, "Honey, you sure you want that?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she poured the ranch all over the watermelon. And she's like, "I gotta see this." And I went to my table and I just sat there because I don't even like watermelon. And I, I just sat there and I was like talking with my friends, acting like, yeah, still gonna go down eventually, you know. And she's watching me, and eventually she turned her back, and I went and threw it away real quick.
So you wasted watermelon and ranch?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. If you can't, you asked me if I've ever. Oh, that technically doesn't qualify because I didn't eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I failed this test. If you can't find them, I win. It'll be 10 rupees. Want to play?
Roofie.
Do you have 30 seconds? Oh, you have 30 seconds. Alright then. Get ready. For the super cookies.
How did you make them fly?
Oh. Okay. Oh no.
You're gonna
I
lose.
think that one's a super cookie. No. It's not. Oh no. Oh no.
How do you know if they are or not?
There's probably some way. Oh no, I'm gonna fail this. I'm gonna fail this. I done messed up. I failed it. Wow, that stinks. I think there's a way to.
You're a failure,
Mr.
Mr.
Grinch.
Charles.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever eaten. I can't recall anything I've eaten weird, but I remember dating a guy, and he would often go to the grocery store and get fruits and vegetables as his dinner, which is like really healthy. But he got a purple potato and straight up ate it raw, and I was like. But he also enjoyed eating weird stuff too. Like that was kind of his thing. So like to each their own. But I just like never knew you could eat a raw potato.
Okay, so where's this last one? Oh no.
Gonna lose again.
Yes.
Also, it kind of looks like the fairy just flew out of the chicken's butt. The camera angle.
I think he gives me. Does he give me milk?
Well,
I'm gonna be the world's best. Oh, he's gonna let me marry his daughter?
Yes, do it.
I was just kidding. I would never let her marry you. That's weird. Oh, I'm proud to present you a sample of our very own Lon Lon milk. You'll be energized by it. After you drink it, you can bring back the bottle and buy a refill anytime you want. Take it.
Please milk your cows more. They look like they need it.
Alright, so what are we... Oh, we already got that.
Have you ever taken any like big risks?
Great question. I would categorize myself as someone that tries to mitigate and lower risk to its absolute, you know, the absolute minimum. I'm not... You and I were just watching that documentary about that guy that climbs Alps, what was it, alpinist? And he does that without any ropes or harnesses or anything, and that's like not my personality. I'm like, I guess I'm a chicken when it comes to a lot of life.
But you told me once you.
Yeah, I think that would be fun. I guess that's kind of an exception.
I would never let you.
There's things that you would do that are risky, but you wouldn't like go on a roller coaster. I'd go on a roller coaster.
What's something I would do that's risky? Back talk up. What, Papa?
Oh my.
No, I'm just kidding.
Love Charles. I don't know. There. Oh, you would correct people, whereas I'd probably like.
Is that risky though? What's
Yeah.
someone gonna do except for dislike me?
Yeah. Oh, I think
You
I
have
can.
bongs now? You gonna go smoke the weeds?
No, no, no. We don't do.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. We don't do that.
Stop. We.
No, we don't do it. That was funny
That
though.
is not
Do you have a pet peeve?
insinuating that we smoke bongs is pretty high up on
You
that
don't
list.
smoke bongs. You smoke
Oh my
from
goodness. You know how
them.
bad I am at this?
You're bad at a lot of things, so I don't really pay that much attention.
Oh, you're not gonna like this part again.
Why? Oh, up the skirt view. Is that why?
No.
Oh, you didn't tell me why. Oh. Okay, I don't really like how much you know this song. It's like you want her to come.
No, it's just what you play whenever you see
Why do
that
you have to
symbol.
talk to her?
You have to get some special abilities.
Yeah? She needs to go to a special place.
We don't need.
The laugh is so uncomfortable.
I know. Welcome, Charles. I'm the.
Yeah,
I
you
will give you a
definitely know
magic
a man
stone.
created this game.
There were women involved too.
Can't prove that. Also, you never answer my question. What is your biggest pet peeve?
My biggest pet peeve?
Yeah.
That's a hard question. I
I
have
don't know what mine is.
anytime that um
Why
okay.
is she doing that
How
with
about
her
this?
leg?
How about this? How about I answer you what your biggest pet peeves are, and you tell me what mine are?
Okay, let
Because
me
I think
think.
that's easier.
Because I don't know off the top of my head. Oh, okay. I do know
You're
what yours is.
who do you want to go first?
I'll go first. Your biggest pet peeve is when people draw attention to.
Is that a pet peeve?
You don't like when I draw attention to me.
I I don't know about that. Like I don't like attention on myself, but I wouldn't
So,
say that when other people
but
draw
when
attention.
you wouldn't have told me that I talk too loud in the morning when walking the dog if you didn't like.
Oh no, I was just trying to like be considerate to let you know because in case that someone ever like, said something, I was trying to prevent that from happening. That's all. That like I wanted to save you any embarrassment in case someone ever said something.
If someone said something, I'd be like, "You want to walk my dog, trainer?" No? Okay, so leave me alone.
Oh my word. That's so mean.
Actually. Okay, fine. Then I have to think again what your biggest pet peeve. I don't know.
Um,
What is
I do
mine?
I do have pet peeves. I just can't think of them right now for some reason.
Okay, what's my biggest pet peeve? Maybe if you tell me mine, then I can figure out what yours.
Okay. Let me think of some.
I know what yours is.
What is it?
Not being like when someone talks and communicates to either an individual or to a group with intentions of something, if they're not like they don't give enough information, it bothers you. But also if they give too much information. So like you want someone to be concise, but also detailed in what's necessary. Like you don't want someone to give too much detail, but you want it to be just right. It's a very difficult pet peeve to accomplish.
Yeah, and
But it is definitely a pet peeve.
I'd say less is more. Like, if you had to choose the lesser of two evils, I'd almost rather it be, like, I'd rather it be, like, to where that you say less.
Yeah.
It really depends on the circumstance. Like, sometimes at work, if I'm given a request and I'm missing, kind of vital information, I don't want to have to do the request over. And sometimes requirements matter, and if I feel like, man, I want more information and I really don't want to do this over, and you're trying to reach someone and they won't, answer their phone, it can be kind of frustrating. So in those cases, like, less is not more. But a lot of times, what I've learned is try to speak concise and to the point, and then if people want detail, they'll ask you questions, they'll ask you things to open up, and then you can give them the detail that they want. And there's also a balancing thing, because sometimes you want to share, you want to share other things with people, but I try to first gauge interest beforehand, right?
Yeah.
Because if I can tell someone's not interested within the first 2 minutes, I'm gonna spare them the details and stuff, because they obviously don't care.
That's their problem. Not my problem.
Oh my. Oh.
It is.
I know, but don't
like
you want
that
people?
No, because I feel like that pet peeve, like you're changing some of people. Like I think the way people connects sometimes often to their personality. So someone who's detail oriented will tell a lot of details, like I do, and then somebody who is enjoys listening to themselves talk will go on and give, not essential information, not essential, but like literally nobody cares, because they're individuals who enjoy talking, right? Like,
yeah.
So some of that, like, I get the pet peeve of it, but it's also something that a lot of people can't control because they don't have the same thought process that you have, which is, are the people interested? What am I giving too much detail or too little detail? Like, some people don't think about it like that. So it's just, you should blow up the tree because you failed.
No, I thought there was a hole right here. Maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy.
No, just keep wasting the bombs. Or just.
Guess I'm wrong.
Alright, what's my biggest pet peeve?
Wrong about this. I thought that there was a hole there. Maybe not.
Why did you purposely get caught?
So that I could make it over here faster.
Oh my, you lost part of a heart so you could get there faster?
That's okay. I can't remember if I did this dog thing, so I need to, or I did. I did? And I got a heart piece for it? Okay. Well, good. You remember me doing it?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I was like, why is the dog following?
Okay. Well, then we're good. Need to go get... I need to go get the sun song so that I can start changing the time of day. Need some more. As far as your pet peeves... You don't like whenever you're hungry and I'm not that hungry.
Yeah.
And I take a long time to like do something about you being hungry.
Is it?
Maybe not. I just know you don't like that.
No, I hate that. You know what makes me so mad?
What's that?
Because I get so hungry and you're like, yeah, we'll go. And it's like an hour later and I'm like, you understand that it's an hour later we leave. Now I have to still wait 30 minutes or more to actually.
Yeah.
And then you get mad at me for being mad that I'm hungry because your feet, like, bro, blood sugar's gone.
Yeah.
It's dropped to 0. This is what you're gonna get.
You know, there's like a term for that. Is it hypoglycemic? There's something that's a term for that, and I used to think that one of our friends was like that because when I worked with him, he seemed like he very much seemed like that. Like if he got hungry.
Ew, this guy looks nasty.
Oh, this is actually going to be pretty hard because I bet you this controller is a little bit more difficult. I'm making a prediction. This is going to be awful. Draw your weapon with B.
Terrible.
Oh man. This is
I remember you were terrible at this game in Majora's Mask. You played it so many times and you were awful at it. Straight awful at it.
Oh no. I was so close. Oh man. Got messed up on that one. Nope.
You got stressed.
Yeah.
Now you're stressed.
I just need to shoot all these. I need a bigger wallet. Wait, it gets tools. Oh, I hope it doesn't start me back at that wall. That was really dumb if I...
That was so funny.
Oh, please. No! I'm gonna miss this first one. Oh, that was so bad.
Breathe. If you miss, don't stress. I hate when people say don't stress.
So...
Hits it. Oh, that was so bad.
Man.
Last two are
I
hard.
think what I gotta do is go further to the right on those last two instead of trying to do it so early when they come out.
You still haven't told me about my pet peeve.
I tried with one thing.
Yeah, but that's not one that, like, pet peeves, I think, as anyone who does it bothers you.
Oh. Oh, wow. I think I'm out of rupees.
Rupees?
No,
Doing him drugs.
I think I'm out. I do want to play again, but I don't think... Oh, I do. Cool. This is my last time, I think. Like, out of money. No pressure.
Is that you're gonna get the sun song?
No, that's something else. I just did this because I was in the area. Oh, that was close. That was...
Stress.
And I haven't hit a one of those two. Try one more time for free. He's so nice! Oh no.
You're gonna fail.
He let me try for free. What a guy, man. I don't. Whew. Oh no. I didn't fail. Oh.
Give it to you for free.
I know. I gotta come back.
Gave it to you for free, and this is what you...
Apparently, I had more money than I realized.
But you won't tell me what my pet peeve is.
What am I gonna do with this? Whew. Awesome, I got the biggest one. Okay. Ooh, that was my last time. Look at that. I was out of 20 rubies.
Got it? I wasn't paying attention.
Oh man, you missed it?
I did.
That's okay.
Because guess what?
What's that? Okay. I think that this is the end of this episode.
Yep. Bedtime.
Thanks guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Bye.